What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Duke Blue Devils. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Blue Devils will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off at defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Leaves it with the running back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building. Trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The inside handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
That's caught. It's Adams. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
To the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Moore. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Canes want to pick up the tempo. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. The Hurricanes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They'll run it. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've methodically worked their way down the field, the 11th play of this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Canes.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Duke's offense will take the field for the first time. Typically, you don't think of an offense built around its tight end, but they got no production from there last week. They'll need that to improve in this one, David.
Yeah, he's a chain mover. He's threat. That big old body, man, he's a matchup problem. So they definitely need to find a way to make sure that they're feeding the big fella, that they're using him in different ways. And listen, balance on offense is good. Still use the receivers. But, Jesse, they can't forget about that dude.
No, and I don't think you have to all of a sudden panic and all. and reinvent your playbook offensively. You just got to execute better, and you got to give him more opportunities. I think that was one of the biggest problems their last game out. They just didn't throw it his way enough. That has to change today. He should be targeted really early in this game.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Back to pass, it's Gideon. Gets it out quickly. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Sharp. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm now.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating. and giving their QB time.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Gideon. He lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Canes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Adams. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And the Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's got it inside the 35.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback keeper. Keeps it and got enough space. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Bringing it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The give on the inside. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold on.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. And the Blue Devils buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. To the ground with the back. Fights off a defender. And he works his way forward and finally down at the 15.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call.
Breaks into the open. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Looking to throw, it's Gideon. Here comes the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds a man on the left. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Oh, they're after him. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Got his man quickly. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Blue Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Red pass, it's complete. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
And the Blue Devils line it up with a 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Gideon. Looking to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Blue Devils! Great job by the back on the option. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back.
False start offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He'll do it himself. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the picked off. What a play to set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Blue Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Holds and fires complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gives it on the option. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
They'll try to pass their way in. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. Second down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football here.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He'll pull it on the read. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Hurricanes send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch called for and made. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? To the air, it's Gideon. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
Flips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fakes to grab. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Got his man out of the backfield. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Blue Devils will have it 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To throw, it's Gideon. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's 1st and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Smashes it between the uprights. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the run from inside his own 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace Wade Stadium.
The Canes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Second down coming up. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving them some more space so we can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Fires to the tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Oh, he's got some space. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not?
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
To the air, it's Gideon. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Blue Devils will punt it away on fourth down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Hurricanes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Gives it on the option. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. Fires left. Complete downfield. Oh, a lot of space. Inside, touchdown, Miami. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Blue Devils come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll try the run. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Scanning the field, it's Gideon. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Blue Devils can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They go to the ground. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Got his man. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pulls and fires complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind it.
Dropping back, it's Gideon. Going for 6. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Oh, man, almost picked off in the end zone. What a red zone stop that would have been. It's 3rd down.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. That'll cut this lead down to 5. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Adams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Power football with the run. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He'll pull it down. Got the first himself. At the 40, there he goes. Turning it on. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Canes. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their sixth straight win.
It's so nice to be an offensive coordinator when you got a guy that can do this. What an unbelievable job scrambling around, buying time. It doesn't matter. Whatever you want to call it, running a long way and scoring a touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. North Carolina is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up by 17 over Louisville. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking for a man. It's Gideon. Completes it in the middle. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Blue Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. They'll go to the air. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Blue Devils will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one.
Holding, receiving team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll try to get the first through the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab deep. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Lining up to add another. And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Gideon. Safe completion on the screen. Looking for room at the 40. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Tight end now in motion. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul.
They're down. Do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. They'll run the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a...
There he goes! Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and
he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Duke!
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it to the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They want that clock to run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Run for the quarterback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. Oh, he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, this lead is still at 12, guys. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Back to throw, it's Gideon. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
All right, drops are a part of football. It's a part of offense. What's really important for this quarterback now is to come back to the receiver, even after dropping that ball, to show him that you still got confidence in him, and you know it's a long game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He's got it on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Blue Devils are in the hurry-up. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down.
22 water.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's taking a deep shot. He had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Here comes the offense on first down. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.